Bam. Hello. How are we doing? I've just got to change my headphone settings so I can actually hear myself because I've got the it's not that I've got the noise cancelling turned on, but I've got the thing that's
What?
not the opposite of noise cancelling, noise enhancing. I've not got that on at the moment, so I just need to do that so I can actually hear myself talk. There we go, I can hear myself talk. Hello folks, welcome in. How are we doing? Music's a bit loud, isn't it? Let's turn that down. If you're on YouTube, you can't hear that, I'm so sorry. Who have we got? Let's have a little register, as it were. I'm going to tell you about a couple of dreams I had. Remind me. Welcome in. Gundy, welcome in. Adam, welcome in. Jay, welcome in. Good to see you. Someone said hi on YouTube as well. So me. Hope I've pronounced that correctly. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for keeping with me, folks. I think I'm going to change something on YouTube where I start the stream on YouTube without the starting soon thing. Because I had a look. What I like to do before I start the stream, I start the stream basically, and what I like to do is I like to get up and brush my teeth before I start streaming. It's like my little pre-stream ritual sort of thing. I don't like just sitting here waiting for the chat to go, and then I sort of find that useful. So I brush my teeth. Anyway, about to jump in there. Start my stream. About to jump in there. My brother goes in. He's on the clock. He's on the clock. And for some ungodly reason, he takes about 15 minutes to brush his teeth. It is mad, probably because he does it once every 3 days. It's mad. It's really weird. So I had to sit and wait for him to be done. I didn't just want to start the stream with fucking coffee breath, unfortunately. Good morning, TN as well. Welcome into you. I will get to the chat momentarily. He does it in the evening as well. I'm about to go for a shower in the evening, and he goes in to brush his teeth, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake, because it's literally like, right, that's 15 minutes. It's mad. It's absolute madness. Hello, fruits. Welcome in. Okay, let's catch up on the chat. Good morning, good morning. Cameron's alive. I am alive just about, Jay. How are you doing, Jay? How are you doing? Can't you don't count on that? Thank you, Gundy. Hello, TN. Welcome in. Was what working there, by the way? Streambot has updated and it's got some horrible new UI that I hate. And by that I hate, I mean it's like a proper UI now. But I don't. I have to get used to it all over again. Did you hear it?
What?
Well, you did. So you did. So you did. Good stuff. Let's go like that so it doesn't move. You weren't in the dream, Jay. You weren't, unfortunately. It's probably because I don't know what you look like. I will recount my dreams very shortly. One of them is really fucking weird, and the other one was not. Still catching a break. Unfortunately, had a very rough couple of months, but we're good. I'm sorry to hear that, Jay. I hope things pick up for you very soon. In the autumn, because it is autumn now, folks. And that is really what I want to theme this stream on today. We're going to play a bit of Minecraft, but we are also going to have a bit of a chat. This is something I was going to do on Friday because Friday it was 21 degrees and it was the last. It wasn't the last actual day of summer, but it was the last hot day. After the Saturday was like 15 degrees. Sunday was like 12 degrees. So it was the last sort of hot day that we had, and I was going to do like a little sort of thing where we had to talk about our summers and all that sort of thing. We're going to do it today instead. So you just got to imagine this is Friday and this is slightly more sort of pertinent. Now you might be looking at this and thinking, you've done this before. This isn't another server. You're in the wrong server, mate. And you're wrong. I'm not in the wrong server. What I did is I got into the old server. It's a back to world. It's an offline world now, and I added create to it, and I schematic to the stadium, and I put it underground. So if we ever sleep, if you've not seen this yet, by the way, this is a thing that I made about 2 years ago in Minecraft, a little Pokemon stadium, and it's underground. It's underwater even. So when it's daytime, which it will be in a second, like because we've got lovely shaders, the sun, like the god rays, as they call Jacob's ladder, shines through. Look at that, and you get a lovely little effect on the walls. It's lovely that. Hello, Night Night, welcome in. Hello, how are we doing? How are we all doing, folks? Are we all good? Just have no luck. It's like that sometimes, isn't it, Jay? It's like that sometimes. Jay, we're going to do something today that'll hopefully cheer you up a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. It's inspired by what I've been doing in therapy a little bit. So just nights I was just thinking about this. You know the Masquerade Stadium, and you were like, I don't know what to call it. Have you thought about Masquerina or something like that? I don't know. Just a thought, mate. That's anyway. So this goes nowhere at the moment, but it will go upstairs. It will go up here, into this little desert sort of town thing. I've changed all the flags, so it's the same flag as I had in the old server as well. I'm thinking this is a little interesting building here, and it sort of goes down here, and it's just a grindstone. What if I put like a lift in here, or like maintenance stairs or something, and a lift in another building? And then it goes down. That'd be good. Anyway, how are the levels, folks? Before we get going, before we properly get going, how are the levels? We'll just have a walk around in Minecraft. I may or may not place a schematic down, depending on how bothered I am. I have found some schematics. I found some online. I found some more good schematic websites, actually. I don't want to just flood the place with things that other people have built, though. But there's a couple of little choice ones that I've found. We've got levels. Is it good, though? Are they good? Do things need turning down or up? Bear in mind how much of a fucking perfectionist I am about this sort of thing. I would like to know. Thank you very much. Seems good. Okay, super stuff. We'll leave that then. Yeah, I've got music as well. It's just very quiet at the moment because it's playing one of the sort of longer, more ambient songs. We'll have a bit of a walk around in Minecraft. Yeah, we'll put a couple of schematics down. I'll show you what I've been doing because I've not streamed this for a good while. I've not been doing that much, but it's just... I was going to stream it on Friday and I didn't because I was helping Fruits build. I can't remember what I was helping Fruits build now. But was it the viaduct or was it the concrete bridge? I don't know. Anyway, I was just like, I was in the zone and I was just like, I don't really want to just go, by the way, can I stream this? And then I'm distracted and then we never get anything done. There's a minion ad playing in the top right corner. That's a shame. I saw something earlier about YouTube ad blockers. Apparently, people who have ad blockers on YouTube, they don't count as views now, which is interesting. To which I say, keep fucking using those ad blockers, folks. Don't let them win. There's a Fuecoco. Just over here. Let's get this caught. You've missed the streams. I've missed these streams, Jay. I've just been... I don't know if you... I streamed last week. But I just did a bit of just chatting. No VOD or anything like that. I've just been out and about. I've just been doing my own thing. I've been playing a bit of Minecraft as well, mind you. But I've just not ever felt like I need to stream this sort of thing. So... just while summer was sort of coming to an end, I was like, I want to get the most out of this because I've grown to love summer. I used to like the colder weather. I've grown to love the summer. So I thought I kind of don't want to waste it. Do you know what I mean? It has gone cold, hasn't it? It has gone cold. I was just saying it was 12 degrees the other day in Memphis. I think it's like 15, 16 today, which is not so bad. And it sort of warms up a little bit, 15, 16 for the rest of the week, which is not bad. But I don't mind that sort of weather as long as it's not like a horrible breeze at that point. You know what I mean? More comfortable in winter. I hate Christmas, but I love winter. You don't like Christmas? That's interesting. Is there a reason for that? It's not some like trauma dumping, please. Is it just like you just don't like it, or? I've always quite liked Christmas, generally speaking. I like the week after Christmas. That's the best bit. Got to 29 on Friday when I was working. We were fucking working in Mallorca, mate. Super stuff. I have what you caught 3 of those apparently. And we'll evolve it straight away to a crocodile. Fuck that is. Happy birthday, TN. Stand up and say it, everyone, please. You're working in the bloody Bahamas. Were you actually? Is it your birthday today, TN? Wisecrack, welcome in. How you doing, mate? Oh, it's kind of a trauma dump. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I don't want to say please don't trauma dump. Like, but I'm just mindful of other people. I'm sure I'd be fine hearing it. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing, isn't it? I heard a joke the other day. It wasn't really a joke. It was meant to be like a sort of a very sort of powerful metaphor, but I sort of saw it and thought,
We'll have a McDonald's Floppy.
Happy birthday, TN.
Adam, thank you very much for the Prime sub for 18 months, mate. Thank you very, very much. Very bold of you to subscribe with Twitch Prime in the middle of September. Interesting call from Adam Flair UK there, but thank you very much nonetheless. Thank you, Adam. I really appreciate that, mate. Is it genuinely your birthday, TN? Thanks for the Prime sub to me, mate. Leopard, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? Oh, you weren't going to anywhere. Fair enough, Jay. I've just got to be mindful of other people, that's all. So here's my little joke. It wasn't a joke. It was like a serious sort of metaphor, but I sort of read it as a joke in my head and thought this would be a good joke, this. So there's two frogs sitting in the pot, having a little bath. There's some water in the pot. And one of the frogs is just getting a little bit warm. A little bit warm, and he's going, oh, a bit weird, this, isn't it? This wasn't how it was written down. I'm sort of, you know, I'm riffing on it a little bit. And so the frog's going, oh, it's a little bit warm. So a couple of more minutes pass and he gets even warmer. He's getting quite fucking warm. And he's going, Jesus. And so he says to the other frog, do you think it's getting a bit hot in this pot? And the other frog just looks at him and goes, no politics, please. Good joke there, isn't it? I mean, it's not, like I said, it was sort of presented as like a powerful metaphor, but it genuinely seems better if it's told as a joke. Quite a depressing joke. But there you go. I don't really know what I'm fucking doing. Let's go to... Like a Highlands. We'll catch a train. 36 today. Tall Nerd TV, good grief. And I don't use that phrase very often. Good grief. Oh shit, all the trains are stuck. Right, let me fix this. 36. Congratulations, mate. Any Terry... Ooh, a bit laggy, isn't it? Any Terry's chocolate oranges for your birthday? I had some Terry's chocolate orange segments yesterday. They were very nice. I do like them once in a while. Overrated as a chocolate, though. Have said before. But that's fine. It is what it is. Let's watch these go past. Like Bastille. What do you mean by that, Jay? Sorry. Bastille were the first band I ever saw live. They were the opening act for Two Door Cinema Club. And I think I've told this story before. It was the first time they'd ever played Pompeii live. They were like, "Oh, we've got this new song that we're going to play for you," and it was Pompeii. And I went, "Shit, this is it." But that's fine. Oh, there's a song by him called "Good Grief." Is Bastille a him? Well, I thought it was a they. Not in a non-binary way, but like Bastille's more than one person. I don't know. You've made me rethink this. When I saw Bastille, it was definitely like 4 separate people. I don't know if they've all sort of merged into one. Hello Fruits, North Yards. Yeah, North Yards. Got a bit of a backup at North Yards, but that's fine. Got some trains on the go here, which will be used in the future for various things. Is it him rather than the pronoun? I don't know, Jay. I think it is a band. I'm fairly sure it's a band, but I'm basing that off when I saw them live. Which sounds snarky when I'm saying that, but when you see like a single artist live, like they do have other people with them usually, so it doesn't exactly, it's not conclusive evidence. Not received any Terry's chocolate orange yet, but I think have things to open. So, fair enough. Well, give us a live update of things. Like, what have you got for your birthday, TN? And while TN's answering that, I'm gonna talk. What would you rather? Would you rather me talk about our sort of our topic of the day? My little topic of the day that I've got. It's not the chocolate bar, by the way. It's a good chocolate bar topic, underrated chocolate bar. Or would you rather me tell you about the 2 dreams that I've had recently? One last night, one the night before. The one night before was really fucking weird, and I'm just gonna. It's just a weird one. I don't know. Do you know when people go, "Oh, every dream has a meaning"? I really don't think this one does have a meaning. But we'll see. I love saying people are in the pomp. Do you like that phrase? I do like it. I wouldn't ever say it myself. Wisecrack. It's not. I'm aware of the phrase, but it's not a phrase that would ever sort of enter my brain as something to say, if that makes sense. I do like it though. In the pomp. TN's in his pomp, isn't he? Has anyone had any crisps recently? Why don't you fuck off, Leopard? We're not talking about crisps, mate. Please. Or crisps or fruit. Or fucking tier lists. Or what do you call bread cake or whatever. We're not doing it. It's not happening. Not today. We're going to talk about something a bit... I say nicer today. But hopefully it'll be a bit nicer. I got a Greg's gift card, which is class, some Amazon money, some real cash money, and 6 giant bags of salt and vinegar Lays. Lays? Are they actually Lays, or like has someone actually imported some salt and vinegar Walkers in for you from America, or are you just making a joke? That's a good birthday. I remember one birthday when I was about 17. I got a tube of Pringles and some cheese spread. You know, the seriously strong cheese spread. I got some of that from Bert. It was gorgeous. I used to love it. I used to have it on toast. Oh, they're from the continent. Oh, very nice. Salt and vinegar Lays, very nice. Well, enjoy that, mate, please. By all means. You have my permission. Pickle, like the green long, or the... It was green pickle. What are you talking about? Pickle crisps? Oh, Jesus. I'm not talking about crisps, folks. I've got better things to talk about. I should have known, actually. I should have known that I was going to sit here and do something that I thought might be a bit of a net positive for us all. Some new age sort of hippie stuff. I'm just going to take you to one of the stations that I've built recently. But, and you've all fucking gone, actually, I just want to talk about crisps. Fucking hell. Right. Positive. That's good, that wisecrack. That's very good. A little bit of a laugh there, a little bit of a joke at the start of the stream. That's always nice. Get us off. Get the ball rolling. I said get us off there and then stopped my sentence. I was going to say, like, get us off on a good start, but then I just said get us off, and that's not... I didn't mean to end the sentence there. Speaking of getting us off, right, let's talk about these dreams that I had before we go to, like, the happy stuff, shall we? I had a dream yesterday where my maths teacher, from when I was in year 9, I was in his maths class, and he was talking about... We were trying to build, like, a bridge between all the tables in the class. It was like a teamwork thing. It was his last day. It was his last day as a teacher. And I bought him a little... I can't remember what it was, a little box of chocolates or something like that, because he was a good teacher. And if I was me now, but then, if that makes any sense, I probably would have got him a little something, because he was genuinely like one of the best teachers that I ever had. And then I was terrible at it, basically. And then he said something right before I woke up. He said something. He said, "This is about teamwork." He said something like, "Before you start working in a team, you've got to look at yourself." And then I just woke up. And I was like, I wonder if that means anything, because I woke up right after he said that. And then that didn't really... It didn't really resonate with me, because I've not been doing anything in a team particularly. So I didn't really think it was... I don't know. Has anyone got any thoughts about that? Is that like really deep to any? That's come to me in a dream. That's weird, isn't it? Is it? Incontinent like your nan. She's genuinely not well at the minute. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Wisecrack. Please do keep it light. Though. No trauma dumping about your ill nan, if you can. My nan died like 5 months ago. You didn't hear me fucking crying about it. Grow up, mate. Sorry. I'm genuinely sorry if she is actually ill. I hope she feels better soon. Where do I go from there? Anyway, so I was thinking, like, does this mean anything? Does this dream mean anything? You know, he said to me, before you start working in the team, you've got to look at yourself first. And I was thinking, do dreams have a meaning? Do some dreams have a meaning? I think some do. Is this a dream that had a meaning? Probably not. And then I thought back to the dream I had, not last night, but the night before, where I was watching like a Stuart Little film. And the film began with like Stuart Little ostracized by his family. It was like it was going to do that sort of flashback thing, is how they got to that point. Like no one was talking to him, like he was just a shame upon us. He was walking around the house, and everyone was just like staying away from him and ignoring him and all this sort of thing. And it was like a sort of thing of it's going to go back, flashback to what he's done, like this big moment of what he's done. And it turned out that he got caught having a wank, and that was it. And I woke up at that point because I think something in my brain just went, I don't think they make a film about that. Genuinely, this was a dream that I had. Genuinely, 2 nights ago, I had a dream where I was watching a Stuart Little film where he was like ostracized by his family, and it was because he had a wank and he got caught. What does that mean? Does anyone want to dissect that? I don't really think it means. I don't think it means anything, that one. I think that's just. I think that's just a dream. I think that's just something that thinks it means I'm craving intimacy, quite possibly. With Stuart Little, quite possibly. It was weird because it was Stuart Little, but halfway through the dream, it turned into. Do you know sometimes you have a dream and it's just like there's a character in it, but then like halfway down the dream, like it's a different character. It was like that. So at the start of the stream, it was Stuart Little, but by the end of the stream, it was the gingerbread man from Shrek. What does that mean? The Australian necromancer. What time for the stream to pop on my feed? No, it wasn't. I just want to point out, if that is genuinely how that that came across, that I got caught, that's absolutely not true. I was having a dream that Stuart Little got caught having a wank. Very important distinction to make. There, it wasn't me getting caught. It was an imaginary situation where it was Stuart Little getting caught, who was later actually the gingerbread man from Shrek. He did wake up so Oh dear. Oh dear. That is even weirder. It was a weird dream, and this is what I mean. Like that, surely that when people go like all dreams have a meaning. I genuinely don't think that one does. How old is Mr. Little? No idea. This is where someone goes, he's like the equivalent of like a 5-year-old kid or something like that, and it's like really problematic. But it's just a mouse. I don't really think it. I don't know. I don't know, Jay. So there's the dreams that I had. If anyone's got any thoughts about them that do not revolve around the sort of point that Jay's trying to make there, feel free to make them. This was from the old server. Do you remember this? The villager statue for Stanley Baby Back Ribs. You got the pork ribs in there, and he's in there. Look. And also, if you play this, if you press this, if you press his arse.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
Get that in it.
I want my baby back, Chili's baby back ribs. I want my baby back, Chili's baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
I don't remember him having arse cheeks like that. I don't know who put those on. Anyway, that's a thing. Please, Jay, let's not go down that route. Please. They were my dreams. That's all I had. That's all I had in terms of dreams. I think it means you're scared of being caught tugging and don't want to be ostracized. I mean, the thing it does everyone not have? I mean, some people I'm sure don't have that sort of fear. Some people probably fucking want that, but don't know. Maybe. Gaming. Welcome in, Snowbuckle. Good to see you. How's the old play going, Snow? You're midway through your run now. How's it gone? Are you sort of getting used to the energy levels and stuff? Ostracized? I thought it was a mouse. Very good. Very good. It's a fictional mouse, so it doesn't matter, or something like that. I might cut that bit out of the VOD. I might just cut that the last couple of minutes out of the VOD. I don't know. We'll see. Digital footprint and all that. People always go on about that. I'm going to put a train station here and it's going to hang down from the ceiling. Don't know how I'm going to do it yet, so I've not done it. Going fabbed on half the shows now, feeling very relaxed. Good stuff, mate. I'm very glad to hear it. Has it all been sold out and stuff? It's all almost sold out. Last time I checked, about a week ago. Very nice. I put this arena in. I don't know if I put this in the last time I streamed or not. Fully sold out run. That is bananas. Folks, Snowbuckle's in a play of like some sort of Agatha Christie thing. And he's playing like a solicitor or something like that. And I'm going to go see it on Friday. And it's going to take everything in me to prevent me from shouting, "Solicitor, I hardly know her." That one works. When he appears on the screen. On the stage. Sorry. Australian Necromancer. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Thank you very much. There you go. Sophie's done it as well. Welcome in, Sophie. It's good to see you. How's it going? You just missed the bit where I talked about a weird dream that I had. You'll have to wait for the VOD for it, I'm afraid, because I'm really not going back to it, because Jay's pointed out that I'm actually problematic for it or something like that. Some sort of implication that Jay was making. Let's talk about what I wanted to talk about. If that's okay with you all. Is that okay with you all? I came on today with a sort of... Is it about an ostrich mouse? No, it's about Stuart Little having a wank. That's like a little teaser for you. Want to find out more? You'll wait for the VOD this afternoon. Oh, Stuart Little having a wank. I'm interested. Very interested. I should point out this like movie that I wasn't watching wasn't like graphic. There wasn't like any footage of him actually having a wank. It was sort of almost like, do you know when you have these sort of TV shows where they sort of do like these very specific sort of camera shots to make it look like, to sort of get past like the censors and stuff like that? Ain't nothing little about it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Watch to the end to hear Honestly, it went straight. I woke up from that and I just went, I'm choosing to believe that doesn't have a meaning. Because it would just be ridiculous. Look, Nightlights has built a stadium here to change the subject. He's built a little stadium here. And you might be thinking, hang on, this stadium's from an old server. And you might be right. I mean, you are right, it is from an old server, but he's put these like masquerade wings on it, which look great on the map, by the way. New low. Yeah, that's funny in itself. That's funny in itself. Happy birthday to Torno TV once again, by the way. 36 years old. 36 years old. Do you know the song 38 Years Old, Torno? Oh, you don't know music, do you? Never mind, forget it. There's a song called 38 Years Old by The Tragically Hip. And it's about a fella who goes to prison when he's 18 for 20 years. For killing someone who attacked his sister. But the whole sort of like the chorus is like 38 years old and he's never kissed a girl. I'll be you in 2 years. Just 2 years left, mate. Then we can all sing that at you. What do we do now for bloody TV license? Midge, welcome in. This was in Canada. I don't know if they do TV licenses over there. I'm not sure. Not to sort of, you know, go, actually, your joke's not very accurate there, mate. They are a Canadian band, though, I believe. Or were. I don't think they exist anymore. I think the singer died. Happy 18th birthday, TN, yeah. It's about time. I mean, let's be honest, Sophie, he could well be 18 looking at his facial hair. 36, he's double the age of 18, and his facial hair is still not fully sort of formed. One day, mate. One day. Are you still Canadian after you die, or does your nationality get wiped? I don't know, Wisecrack. I don't know. It could be like a situation with like knighthoods or whatever. where they sort of get wiped after you die. Because they do, don't they? Because they were saying about Jimmy Savile when he died. And then all the stuff came out and they were like, oh, you should like strip the knighthood from him. But the way it works is that when you die, you lose it anyway. Like it's the first thing that's taken off you. So maybe it's something like that. I don't know. No idea. I'm going to talk about what I wanted to talk about today. It's not like this is the whole conversation from now on. It's going to be one where we sort of just dip in and out of it, because I think it'll be quite a nice thing to talk about. A moment for reflection. Which we don't often do here. And I'm sure one of you will have a fucking smart arse answer to this, which is perfectly fine. But I want you to have an actual think about it, which you will do now because I've said that. You'll do like a little smart arse answer and then you'll actually have a think about it. And even if you're too fucking scared to answer in the chat with it. Do you like this bridge, by the way? I made this bridge, which was a pain in the arse because it's diagonal. It really does need more of these legs, doesn't it? I don't know why I tabbed out the game then. Summer's over, folks. Summer's it's done. Let's be perfectly clement here. Summer it's out. It's gone. We're in autumn now. There's no doubt about it. It's the 23rd of September. It's like 12 degrees out. Summer's done. But with that, I thought we could have a little chat about what we've done over the summer. And I don't just mean like I've been on holiday or stuff like that. I want to hear about the stuff that you've done that makes you, what would be the word? That makes you sort of happy, that makes you feel fulfilled, makes you think, do you know what? I've done this thing in this summer. And you might not have done much. You might not have done very much. But there'll be something. You might sort of sit back and you might think, oh, I've done fuck all this summer. No, there'll be something that you've done. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Try not to make it sort of capitalistic. Try to make it, don't be like, oh, I got a promotion, or oh, my boss wanked me off or something. Like, I don't want to hear that. Or Stuart Little wanked me off or whatever. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear the little things. It doesn't have to be little things, but I like hearing the sort of little things that people have done that have just made the summer a little bit better. Or just, do you know what I mean? If your boss wanked you off, then I want to hear it. Well, DM Snorbuckle if that happened to you then. He's all about that. He wants to hear it. Get wanked off by your mouse in a dream. Good stuff, mate. I mean, has that fulfilled you in a sense? I'll start because it's a difficult question. It's a very big question, and it's a question that is sort of like, it's a difficult one to answer. You might need to hear examples before you sort of have an idea. So I'll start. I'll get the ball rolling. What have I done this summer? I've been to therapy. That's been good. It's coming to a close now. I'm in tomorrow, and I don't know how many sessions. I think I've got like maybe 2 more sessions after tomorrow, if that. So that's almost done. But that's been good. That's sort of improved me as a person, I think. In some senses. I wonder if I should tell her about my dream. About Stuart Little. Probably not. Probably I haven't got the time. Really haven't got. She hasn't got the time to. That's a horrible thing to drop on a therapist, like in your last session. She's sort of going like, "You're all fixed now. You're all sorted," and I'm going, "By the way, the other night I had a dream about Stuart Little getting caught having a wank," and she's just like, "Right, I've got to put you down for another 12 weeks now." So I probably won't do that. What else have I done? I've met some friends. Some for the first time. I met Truffle Hut for the first time. If you're familiar with Truffle Hut, who is in the chat sometimes, I met her for the first time, and she's fairly lovely. And I will actually be seeing her again on Friday, all being well. And I saw Snorbuckle, and I'll be seeing Snorbuckle again on Friday. So that was nice. That was very fulfilling. I came out of that and it was like, that was a ruddy nice time. That you got a semicolon tattoo. That made me quite happy with myself. Is that true, Jay? What does a semicolon like signify? Out of interest, I've not got any tattoos. I'm not a tattoo person, really. But what does it sort of? What does it signify? Folks, just shout your answers out. Just shout your answers out if you've thought of anything. I've been seeing a cat. Even little things like this. I've been seeing a cat when I go outside. There's a little cat that lives a couple of streets down that I wouldn't normally walk down that way when I go down to the station, but I've started walking that way because it's a little bit less busy. And there's a little cat, it's quite an old cat, and it sits outside this house for most of the day because it knows that people walk down there and it gets attention and stuff like that. So every time I go down, I've been walking down there and having a little chat with it and stuff, which has always been nice. It's just those little things like that. The little things like that I want to hear about. I won 2 hash browns in McDonald's Monopoly last week. That counts as summer. And I don't like hash browns, so that's a bit annoying. I won a hash brown, and then you can scan it in the app to like win something else. I did that, and then I won a second hash brown. It was a little bit disappointing. I say that like I'm doing a bit of a joke there, like, oh, hash browns, because I don't like hash browns really. But it is hash brown or cheesy bacon flatbread, which I probably would like. So I might get a couple. I've got a couple of those on the go, I suppose. I was happy to pass another couple of exams in counting, says Tornado. Of course, mate. I did see in your Discord. Fucking hell. Congratulations to you, mate. That's a good one. I like that one. Academic. Mr. Academia. They call you. And Wisecrack's going to go, isn't that a nut, mate? Or something like that. Which would have been a good joke. But I've done it now, so it's not a good joke. I've done another train station here. Algernon Spire. That's a schematics building. I found that online, actually. And I changed it a bit because they were using stripped spruce logs instead of regular spruce logs. And it was just like the whole building was the same shade of brown. And it looked a bit daft. The rest of it's good, though.
What?
You've been cheating on us with a cat and no fruits. I have been taking videos of it, though, so it's fine. It's like cooking with a cat. Or something. If I'm taking videos, sort of. Doesn't really, I don't know. It signifies mental health and past struggles, but still thriving. Oh, right, Jay. I didn't know that. I probably know someone that's got a semicolon tattoo, and I've never noticed. I'm terrible for noticing things like that, though. And it's not like I'm just an idiot. I'm just very inattentive like that. I've talked to people that have like got piercings in their face, like nose rings and stuff, and they've got, do you like my new piercing? And I'm looking at them, and I'm just like, I don't, because they've got like 6 piercings or whatever in their face, and I'm going, I don't know which one is new. I'm really bad for that sort of thing, unfortunately. Something I maybe want to improve on. Let's get rid of that corner because it's too square. It is nice to see a cat, isn't it, Adam? It's just one of those little things. It just bumps your day up from like a, you know, if you're having a 4 out of 10 and you see a cat, it's a 5 out of 10 after you've seen the cat. It is one of those things. It really is one of those things, isn't it? For real, this play is probably the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, Snorbuckle, that's a great one, of course. Snorbuckle on a whim auditioned for a play and then got the part, and now he's in a play. That's mad. That is mad, isn't it? Snor, feel free to not answer this if you don't want to answer it on stream. But how did your date go on that Saturday after? Because you said you were going on a date the Saturday after that we met from that app, the Breeze app that I keep getting ads for, and I keep going, I don't like the sound of this. But you did it, and then did that go? Even if it didn't go well, was the concept of it? She cancelled Such's life. Oh, there we go then. So yeah, it swings and roundabouts, isn't it, Snorbuckle? You're in a play, but also you're now a massive incel because she cancelled on you. Just one of those things, isn't it? Just one of those things. Let's catch up on chat here because I've missed some. I've been waffling away. In fact, hang on, let me do it on Twitch. A cat kept trying to move into our house, but sneaky wee shy already has a house. Suspect it was just looking for 2 dinners, but it was cute. They do that sometimes, Midge. My grandma's got that problem. She's got a cat. But there's another cat that lives a few doors down that always tries to get into her house because she knows that... I assume that cat knows that because my grandma's already got a cat, then there's some cat food about. And therefore, it's like a free dinner. Fair play to them, though. Good hustle, isn't it? Side hustle. Or is it a main hustle for a cat? I don't know what a main hustle for a cat would be. Just sort of sleeping and stuff. They don't really do a lot, do they? I got to teach for the first time. It was very soul fulfilling. It says Nightlights. That's nice. I've done some teaching for volunteer stuff when I was in uni. I didn't like it. I felt I got a very imposter syndrome about it. It was very much like I'm out of my depth here. I didn't like it. But I'm glad you did like it. Glad you enjoyed it. Probably does help when it's something that you're teaching and you actually know something about. Whereas I was teaching electronic music production, which you know, I might as well be teaching fucking Japanese. But whatever. I used Gundy's Jumbo pens to sign important documents that may stop me from forever renting, and I'm yet to tell Gundy, says Fruits. There you go. Fruits is probably buying a house and has signed documents using Gundy's Jumbo pen. That's lovely. I've still got it. It's just up here. There you go. Jumbo. Sorry. Still got it. I don't use it, ironically. I've got better pens. I've got better pens, mate, but it is there. So I just wanted you to know that, really. Where should we go? Let's go to Woodland Mansion. If you were teaching me counting, I'd buy a little button that plays what and press it when you least expect it. That would be good. I'd like that. You do that thing where you sort of like put it on a record, like on a phone or something, and stick the phone in the ceiling. So there's just like a watt coming from the ceiling or something. I had a weird dream last night that is TN cuckoldry and Simpsons related. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, if you want to share that, if that was a fulfilling thing for you, Nightlights. Was Shoot Little in it at all? Or... Sophie says, I probably started up my art account on TikTok and I've received a few commissions, which is fulfilling to me. Happy with my art currently. Very nice, Sophie. Very, very nice indeed. Unfortunately, I don't use TikTok that much, so I haven't actually seen any of that, unfortunately. I'll have to check, Sophie. I'll have to have a look. I've been sort of off TikTok a bit recently. My TikTok algorithm went a bit funny and it started showing me stuff that I didn't want to see, and I was like, right, I'm just taking a break from this. Which means I haven't really seen anything that like people that I follow have posted, which is a bit of a shame. I have to do a big catch up at some point. Same with Instagram. No self-promo in chat, please. Why don't you fuck off, Gundy? That's a delete message. You fucking backseat modding. Snore says there's another character in the play that says a lot of misogynistic stuff, and I keep on wanting to steal his lines because I'm such a massive incel. Yeah, well, what you can do, Snore, is you can remember them and you can use them on these like dating apps and stuff. You know, you can just chuck a quote from it in your bio or whatever. That would be nice. Chase, there's another thing. I went to a Harry Potter shop and won a £50 voucher for doing the quiz and got Bellatrix's knife replica. I haven't got a clue what any of that means, to be honest with you, Jay. I'm so sorry. I mean, you've won money there, is what I'm hearing, and good on you. Fair enough. I don't like Harry Potter though, I'm sorry. I do have to say that. There's a huge elephant in the room right now. A huge mold infested elephant. That is J.K. Rowling, and she's a massive prick. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say, to be honest with you. Let's mop this up. I do think, Jay, I don't know where you live exactly, but there's Harry Potter shops in York. You can't fucking move for them. You can't move for them. It's mad. Here's another thing that I saw. Again, this is actually very negative, but whatever, we'll go into it because the sort of Harry Potter Pandora's box has been opened. Jay lives in Diagon Alley. Jay, I shouldn't say it. I'm not sort of having a pop or anything like that. You've won some money, and that's fucking fair enough, mate. Oh, you live in Cheshire? Fair enough. That's not too far then. I was in Manchester a few months ago, and I was in a place called, I think I've told this story. Have I told this story? I was in a place called Affleck's, which is like a lot of independent little shops in a building. And it's quite nice. There's a lot of stuff in there, and there's a lot of very sort of like inclusive sort of stock that they have in these different shops. Like there's like pin badges and that they, you know, those sorts of little things, and key rings and that sort of thing. And there was one shop that we went into, and there was loads of like pride flag themed stuff, but the different pride flags. So there's like bucket hats that were sort of the bisexual colours or the pansexual colours or the trans colours and all that sort of thing. And then there was like a little shelf that had like the same sort of thing, but like socks, little things like socks. And I think there was like bow ties and stuff. I wouldn't buy bow ties anyway, let alone, I just wouldn't buy bow ties. And on the same, it was only a little shelf that had these like little socks and stuff on. On the same shelf was a load of Harry Potter merch. And I was just thinking, you couldn't have, like, if you could, first of all, fucking selling those two things in the same shop is a bit of a fucking, you know, that's something in itself. I'm going to put some lights here. Not for me to do, really, but I don't care. I mean, that's something in itself, doing that sort of thing. But, like, on the same fucking shelf, surely someone's pointed out to them that that's a fucking terrible idea. That's not just me, is it? That is a bit fucking tasteless. Like, you've got, like, these sort of, like, socks that are, like, sort of pink and blue and white. Like the trans flag, like striped socks. And then next to it's, like, some stupid fucking wizard shit. Harry Potter. Like, that is fucking stupid, isn't it? That is, seriously, that is not just me. I'm bisexual, I buy both. I don't know, Jay. I can't tell other people what to do, but I wouldn't be. It's what I would say is very fucking easy to boycott things that you don't plan on buying in the first place. So it's very, I understand it's very fucking easy for me to say don't buy Harry Potter stuff, especially if it's like licensed Harry Potter stuff, because I mean, J.K. Rowling has literally admitted that she uses the money from that stuff to fund all these fucking legal cases in the UK that are designed purely to make the lives of trans people more difficult than it already is. Just fucking saying something. But at the same time, there'll be stuff that don't get me wrong, there'll be products that I buy that other people are boycotting, that they'll say you should be boycotting this, like, I don't have a fucking clue, McDonald's or whatever. And I sort of, sorry, you've got a good point there, actually. Am I a hypocrite? Am I allowed to say, oh, you shouldn't buy this, when actually there's stuff that I don't know. Don't know if I have an answer to it. Lads, fellas, good stuff, bad stuff, hardly no uploads. Lads, fellas, welcome in Ultra. It's good to see you, mate. It's good to see you. Ultra, we're talking about things that we've done this summer that have been fulfilling to us. I don't know if you've got anything. I know what I was thinking when I was like thinking of this question is you quite like gardening and stuff like that. I don't know if there's any sort of good gardening things that you've done. Like if there's any sort of nice little tomatoes that you've made or something. Made. It's not really the right word, is it? Parry People Mover, folks, class 139, for those who are interested. These are real, and they are in Stourbridge, if anyone's ever been around there, which is in the Midlands. It's Fruits' neck of the woods. Oh, I built this viaduct, by the way, I should say. I have built this viaduct with fruits, which was quite nice. Pretty fucking happy with it. I think it looks fucking amazing, in fact. It's not just you. Wealth tax, but for JKA face, please. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? The thing is that it's a funny one because this was several years. This is probably during COVID now, if you remember this. This was back when. Do you remember for years? For a few years, there was a thing where like she'd liked a dodgy post on Twitter, and everyone just sort of went, "Oh, surely she's liked that by accident," and sort of gave her the benefit of the doubt. And then she did another one, and then everyone went, "No, give her the benefit of the doubt now." And then basically that it just like slowly crept up on everyone. But then it got to a moment during COVID where everyone was like, "Actually, she is a massive prick. Now let's get over this." So what we did, and there was several of us that did it. And I should say, I've never been a massive Harry Potter fan, but it is like, obviously it's a huge fucking, it's like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, or it's like a big fucking thing. Started out as a middle-aged moment, yeah, oh god. What we did in COVID is we went into Discord over like a course of a week. And we just downloaded. I'm pretty sure they weren't bought. It would have been very silly if they were bought. We downloaded all the Harry Potter films. This was with Nerdmo and a few others. Downloaded all the Harry Potter films, and we just watched them in like one big fuck off, like literally fuck off marathon. Like a sort of, we're watching this and then we're done with it sort of thing. And that was a really good way to sort of actually fuck it off forever. To sort of say, right, we're not putting up with this anymore. But there's still a little bit of us that sort of, you know, we like the films and that sort of thing. So we just went, right, we're just going to watch all the films now. Take the piss out of them as we go along, and then that's it, we're done. A last hurrah. Yeah. That was a really good way to actually sort of wash our hands of it. Really good. So if that was to happen in the future with something else, I don't know if it would work necessarily with music, but Postman's here. Not a nutcracker though. With films and stuff, so say George Lucas came out and turned out to be a massive prick or whatever. I don't know if he actually is or not. I genuinely have no idea. And you do the same with Star Wars. Like we just watch all the films in one big go until you're fucking sick of them. It's like when your son is like 10 years old and he smokes, so you make him smoke a whole packet of it. And then he's like, okay, I don't want to smoke anymore because I'm sick of him. It was like that, but with Harry Potter. I do recommend if you're sort of like, look, I like this franchise, but the person that makes it's a massive prick. I would recommend that method of like washing your hands of it, because I don't regret that one bit. Do you know what I mean? Forced cancer. Yeah. Exactly. I did read out your TN Dream nights, by the way. Unless you like expanded upon it. What am I doing here? I'm not going to be doing anything, am I? What else have we done? What else have I done? We redid Rustfall City a little bit. The train line going down to it, at least it's a bit. Ignore the fucking Big Bang Theory characters there. This has all been cleaned up. Summer's been all about my daughter's house. Oh, right, of course. Has that gone well then? Ultra. Has that gone well then? This summer I've continued our Minecraft World of Trains with Cal and been to Island, yeah. That's been it for you, Fruits, hasn't it? Look at what we've done there. Look at this fucking viaduct. Little one-track viaduct that goes down here. Oh, look at that through there as well. Fucking viaduct into heaven. Just looks nice, lovely. The thing before was on stilts, which is fine, but this is a bit nice. It's a bit more permanent, isn't it? Downside of that approach, you had to watch all the Harry Potter films. Well, this is I know, Fruits, but the thing is with the Harry Potter films, like they were a big part of my childhood. I used to watch all the Harry Potter. I liked the Harry Potter, not all of them. I got up to maybe the 5th one before I sort of gave up. But I used to like the Harry Potter films. I still like the soundtracks for them. I quite like John Williams. The soundtracks for them are quite good. But it's this thing of like there was just the thing is it must have been the same for, I imagine, I couldn't speak on their behalf, but I imagine it was very similar for Nerdmore, where it was like, we like this thing, but we also know that by continuing to actively enjoy it, you're making it's a bit, I don't know if selfish is the right word, but like in terms of your moral compass, I suppose, like you should be sort of like, actually I shouldn't still be into this sort of thing. But I wasn't massively into Harry Potter at that point, which is why, like I said, it was probably why it was quite easy for me to sort of just go, right, I've washed my hands of this now. Because I would have been 20, I probably would about 23 at that point. Like I was just simply not interested in Harry Potter at that point, really. But it was like I said, it was a big part of my childhood, and I used to watch all the films and fucking quote them because the acting was so bad. And I still do that to an extent. But you have to do it with, like, you have to sort of shake your head in disapproval as you do it now, because you don't want people, you know, you don't want people getting the wrong idea. Do you know what I mean? Bork Nugget, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? It's a good username, that. Very satisfying to say. Very satisfying indeed. I'm just going to fix this line a bit. I don't know if this is, in fact, you know, I'm just going to fucking fill this bit in, I don't care. Tired but vibing. Oh, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. Bork Nugget, you've come in at a very interesting point. I say very interesting point. Oh, it's open to interpretation. We're talking about what we've done this summer and things that we've done that have, like, fulfilled us and made us feel good and happy. While sort of excluding maybe sort of job and work related things. And there is a reason for that, which I will get into. So it can be little things. Like I was saying that I've met a cat. There's a cat that lives a few streets away from me that is lovely, and I go down to, I go out of my way to meet up with it now and have I say meet up to have a little chat with it. And little, it doesn't have to be little things. It can be a massive thing. It can be you've bought a new house or whatever. But I don't know. Or you've learned a new skill. Or something like that, or even just like something where you've just like improved yourself a little bit. I'm just trying to think about how to terraform this. It's easy enough, actually, isn't it? I'll just fucking do it. Honestly, the soundtracks were so good. It's John Williams, though, isn't it? It's to be expected. I'm gonna have to get rid of these trees, unfortunately. Say trees, bushes, whatever. Oh, sorry, Night's Dream. I devised a daily game where people would submit stills from The Simpsons based on a theme or subject. TN suggested the face they make from the cook chair, and I used Lenny giving the thumbs up still. Oh, very good. That was a dream you had. That sounds far too real. Where's, like, Stuart Little having a wank? Where's that in it? That's not in there or anything like that. That's a pretty normal dream to have. Fruit and I went to a award-winning spice bag shop. Oh, very nice. There's a place in Leeds, in Leeds Trinity, that sells spice bags now, and I've still not been. I would like to go at some point. I would like to go at some point. Let me get rid of these before I come back to check, because otherwise I'm going to get distracted again. I hate these leaves so much. Is it brushland? Brushland really winds me up, terraforming in this. I changed gym and have been more consistent, so that's nothing. That's a good one, Jay. That's a good one. I like that. I love that for you, Jay. Bork Nugget says, I used to like Harry Potter, but a former friend who I had a really rough falling out with was really into it early on, and it's tainted. That's interesting, in the sense of... I get what you mean with that, because I mean, I've not really fallen out with anyone for a long time, but I did have people that I have fallen out with that used to like something. And now it's like I can't like that. Not like I choose not to like it, but it's like I physically just can't like it because it reminds me of them. It's not nice, is it? Having said that, of all the things, though, Harry Potter's probably... The thing with Harry Potter is, like I said, and it's not me that's sort of making this judgment, because God knows I had a fucking huge boo-boo. I made a pretty big fuck up. I think I've talked about it before with Harry Potter. Where, do you remember when the game came out, Hogwarts Legacy or whatever it's called, and people were sort of going... There was a bit of a sort of debate as to whether you should play it. And I remember being in... It was in this stream, actually. I remember being in this stream, and there was 2 people in my chat who were both trans, I believe, who had differing opinions on it. And one was sort of like... One was saying you shouldn't really buy this because she's going to get the money from it and she's going to use it against like trans people and stuff. And the other person was like, yeah, but you can sort of, you know, if you want to play it, you can just, you know, it's not like an endorsement of it or whatever. And me, being the fucking spineless centrist that I am, I was sort of like, the thing that I didn't want to do, in all honesty, I don't know how much I've talked about this, but in all honesty, I was a bit worried that if I took a side on it, then the other person would be like, why are you speaking over trans people for? I was a bit conscious of that, so I sort of didn't intervene in it. And I do regret that a little bit, because my opinions on it have changed quite a bit. Having said that, they're making a second one, and I think I've said before, like, genuinely, please, like, this isn't me sort of saying it, this is like people that I know and I care about who are affected by these sorts of things saying it. Like, if you buy that, and like I said, she's literally fucking admitted it. She said that she uses the money that she gets from Harry Potter to fund these court cases for these fucking Fruit Loops, to try and basically just...
Okay, everybody tuck your pants into your socks.
Erase trans people from existence, and it's not right. Sorry, you've come at a bit funny time. Mystic Panda, thank you very much for the raid. I'm so sorry about that. You came in at a bit of a time when I was making a bit of a point about something. I'm so sorry if that was sounding weird out of context. Thank you very much for the raid, Panda. Welcome in. How you doing? What were you up to? Tell me all about your stream. Welcome in, folks. I've not had a raid in a while. I've forgotten how to react to them. Thank you very much, folks. Has it done a shout out? It has. Oh, that's lovely. It's lovely. Oh, that's good. It tells me when I click on that what you streamed recently. Minecraft and Rocket League. Very nice. We on a bit of Minecraft today then? Do tell me about it if you want to, of course. If you do need to raid and run or anything like that, don't feel like you need to stick about, please. If you need to if you need to run off and do your own thing, that's absolutely fine. But thank you very much regardless. You started a new Minecraft server, very nice. Is it modded or anything like that? It's modded, so I'm playing FTB Evolution, right? I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Does anyone know what that, someone's got a Gundy, you've got to know what that is. Get rid of Arrival of Trains on there, also get rid of that. There you go. I've put get rid of Arrival of Trains and it's still showing it. That's interesting. Okay. Very nice though, very nice. Hope you enjoyed your stream. Thank you very much for the raid. FTB, I've heard of that. What does it stand for? Feed the Beast, of course. Of course, I have heard of this. How heavily modded is it? I say this as someone who, like, I don't tend to join Minecraft servers. Like, if a friend's made a Minecraft server, I'll join it. But, like, other than that, I don't tend to just sort of join random Minecraft servers. Having said that, Minecraft's probably my most played game of all time. Which is amazing considering how much of it I'm not actually like aware of. Let's put some grass down here. Shall we? If that's okay with you all. I am in creative mode as well. I'm sorry if that upsets anyone. There is a reason for that. If I was playing this in survival mode, I would have stopped playing this server about a year ago. It just suits being in creative mode. I think I just prefer it. So hope that's okay with you all. There is music, but they should be playing by the way, and it's not really, is it? I don't know. Is it just quiet? Yeah, it's just quiet, isn't it? 460 mods. Good grief. That is a lot. I think this server that I'm on at the moment's... Oh, is it? It's in the hundreds. It's not that many, though. And even that, I'm sort of just like, God, I wish I could get rid of half of these. Because some of them, it's just like, I don't know if we need them. But it's not my server, so one of those things, isn't it? Oh, this is nice. Do you do this, Fruits? Oh, I like this song. It's your boy Harry Potter. This is not a drill. Shout out to the Muggles. Shout out to Quidditch. Shout out to the Sawyer. For fuck's sake. That's a reference, by the way, folks. If those who've not seen it, is when that fella shot Charlie Kirk, and there's some like Mormon influencer, who's like fucking taking a video, going like, he's just been shot, read the Book of Mormon and all this sort of thing, and he's like, it's like a selfie thing, and at the end of the video, it's like he doesn't know what to do, but he's just so used to like taking these daft little influencer videos. At the end of the video, he just goes like that to the camera, but for like a split second he does it, and then he sort of realizes, what the fuck am I doing, and then he stops. Elder TikTok 11, there you go. Bit of self promo. Not self promo. You're not Elder TikTok. I don't know what I meant by that. 377 mods. That is mad, isn't it? How many could we get rid of though, Fruits? In all honesty, I mean, we couldn't really get rid of any, but like, you know what I mean. How many do we use? Probably about half of it, if that. Just a big kitchen sink pack, so it's a lot to take in. Yeah, it's sometimes a bit overwhelming with things like that when you jump into it for the first. Oh, that's nice. When you jump into it for the first time, there's some water in there, isn't there? Yeah. Our station's starting there. Lovely stuff. Not your server, fuck up. Well, you know what I mean. No, I didn't start it, so. I'm gonna head out. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thank you very much for popping in, and thank you for the raid, Mystic Panda. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the follow as well. Thank you very, very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Or night, depending on what time it is where you are. You might be Australian or something like that. I've got a clue. But thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. So tell me, someone clipped me doing what? Doing that thing? I used to do that in photos because I didn't know what to do with my hands. Didn't really suit me, did it? Dead Gamer 6688. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome in. And rest in peace. That was so mad. What was so mad? Sorry, Adam. That TikTok, that fella doing the video, or just the whole situation? I can't remember what we were talking about at that point. I didn't start the server. I'm just a chump who hosts it. I mean, that's fair enough. Yeah, I know. Have you seen this, folks? If you've not seen this, this is our deep link line, which is a bit mad. I don't know if the train's here. We might be able to get on a ride. Oh no, it's not. Basically, it's like the Channel Tunnel sort of thing. But it goes underground, underwater, and ends up at this ocean monument underground. We'll go on it in a bit. We'll wait for the train to come in. The train station's not built. We built this. Me and Fruits built this sort of concrete kind of bridge thing here. Bit funny doing the diagonal ones, but it's nice. I should probably sleep. Been awake all night. Might use your stream as background noise if that's okay. Absolutely, Jay. By all means. I hope you sleep well. Please do. Speaking of background noise and stuff, I had a little bit of a go of Train Sim World 6 last night. I can stream it starting Thursday when it comes out early access. Thursday, but it's like evening Thursday. It's like 4 PM or 5 PM. I don't stream at that time of day. It's just not what I do. So the earliest really that I can stream it is Friday, and Friday I'm out at about midday. If you're really, really lucky, if you're really, really lucky, you might get a little hour and a half of Train Sim World 6 on Friday morning. And the reason I say this anyway, related to background noise, is because I was playing it, and I hope it comes through when I stream it. The audio is just... I don't know what they've done. I don't know if if like all the audio has been redone for it or something, or if it's just for that route or just for that train that I was on. But there's like a low end. There's a low end to it now. That, first of all, it's really fucking realistic. It is that sort of low end that you get when you're on a train. That maybe wasn't in there in other routes. But it's got literally, it is like the sort of thing where if you just looped it and put it on for like 5 hours, you could stick it up as one of those YouTube videos of like ambient train noises. And people would be going like, this is perfect ASMR. Like, it is that good. It's so lovely to listen to. It's really nice. It's the it was the Riviera line, if people are familiar with that. It's from Plymouth to Exeter. And I was using a class 220 Voyager, which many of you may not know by the name of it, but you will know it because it is it's the cross-country train that's always packed if you're north of Birmingham. And it was just, it was just lovely. It was an auditory delight. I hate that train. It's a terrible train to... I was thinking about this actually. It's a terrible train to ride on, isn't it? Let's sit on that seat actually. It's a terrible train, but how much of our sort of perception of trains that we like and don't like is down to our experience of riding on them? And what I mean by that is... Let's do this so you can watch this line, by the way. What I mean by that is people hate like pacers and stuff like that, old pacer trains, and sprinters as well, sort of. They're very similar sort of things. Now you still get sprinters knocking about. You get 150s and 158s and stuff, especially up here. I was on a 150 not too long ago, and it was one of the best train rides I've ever been on. Don't get me wrong, it was loud and it made a horrible noise when it was braking, and it was very bouncy. But I was like the only person in that carriage. And I think that how much of your train ride and your experience of particular trains, oh, I don't like that train, oh, I do like that train, depends on your experience of riding on them. Like, if it's a busy train, you're probably less likely to enjoy it. So people don't like the Voyagers. The cross-country Voyagers, because they're always busy. They're too short. Straight, you get like 5 carriages in some of them. It's not enough for a train that's going from Plymouth to Edinburgh or whatever. In the driver's seat is fucking lovely though, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. So it's an interesting one. I think they've done a really good job though. I think they've done a really good job of the 220. I say that as possibly slightly more of a casual than a lot of people are quite diehard about these sort of things, and they can sort of, like, people can accurately sort of say, oh, this very particular sound isn't quite right and all that sort of thing. I'm not that kind of person. I don't have that ability. I quite liked it though. It was good. Anyway, here's your monument station, and you've seen this before, folks. If you've been in the stream before, this is our Ocean Monument train station, which has NPCs that are fully dialogued, I think. Yeah. Oh, what dialogue? Also a lift that works now as well. There we go. It's a double press, it's fine. You go in here. There you go. It's all been thawed out. Thawed out's not the right word. It's all been dewatered. That makes sense. And you can talk to everyone. Oh, Jesus. That's an Irish fella. You got staff there as well. Hello, Kitty. Welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going? Lovely to see you, Kitty. Is Mikey here as well? What? It looks like him as well, doesn't it? It's good. But you can walk around in there and you can go up the ladders and all that sort of thing. And I've put like these sort of walkways going across it. And you can battle trainers and stuff in here. Some are trainers and some you just have a chat with. It's good. Proud of it. Very happy with that. But that line is going to then go up north here, and it's going to end. It's going to go through the sea, basically, all the way up to here, up to the Masquerade Stadium, which we've been to. You're a little bit mature for his age, please, Jay. Please, mate. I don't like this insinuation. Okay, let's put this to bed. Canonically, how old is Stuart Little? In the novel, he's described as 7 years old. In the first film, he said to be between 7 and 9. Right. Is that in mouse years though, or let's leave that. Like 3 weeks or something. Chappers, welcome in. How's it going? That's ages for a mouse. Yeah, it's fine. Then he's like 80. He's like 85. It's fine. Ooh, that was nice. But anyway, for the Train Sim World stream, that journey is about an hour, because it only stops at like 3 stops or something like that. So it's quite a quick one. I say quite a quick one. It's a lot of it's 60 miles an hour speed limit. It's not that quick. But it will literally, if I do stream it, it will be a case of basically doing that trip and then that's it. I haven't got the time on Friday to be doing more than that, unfortunately. It is what it is. It literally is what it is. What else have I done? Let's put a schematic down, shall we? Let's find another schematic that we've got from it. I've ripped some schematics. I've ripped some designs from other servers. Oh, I did this. Where's it gone now? Here. I put this house in. Now, this was a house in an old server that Pip made. Pip, she joined the server, and she was like, "I'm not very good at building houses." And I was like, "Oh, it's fine. Just find somewhere you want to build one." And she picked like a little cherry sort of grove, and then just fucking rocked this out in an evening. It is undecorated on the inside, but that's fine. I put a bed in there. And I was quite annoyed because she's like, I'm sorry, it's a bit rubbish. Look at it. I found a good place for it though, haven't I? It's just by like, by a little cherry sort of grove thing, but also great views out there. Look at the rainbow as well. Great views out there. And the best thing about this is this wonderful sort of set of cliffs here is hiding the fucking monstrosity of that, which we don't talk about in here. I shouldn't have done Jay, should I? That's not good. Never mind. I'm good, thank you. I've got a load of meetings and I'm easy sleepy, but other than that, good. I'm glad to hear it. Jay Chappers. Fucking, I'm half asleep. We can talk about it. I mean, I have talked about it. Oh, Bamboo Paradise. Wait. Do you remember Bamboo? Have I shown you this? This is in a server that we made in January. I was in it for about we did it for about 2 or 3 weeks. It was just like a little to test out the new Cobblemon stuff. We made a little server, but it had actual animals in. Like the actual Minecraft animals as well. So I made like a little bamboo sanctuary thing for pandas. So I've chucked that in a little sparse jungle. I'll go down here, look. Wait, and I'll turn this on as well. Oh, not group, sorry. I'll turn the sound up a little bit. So it's this way. I'm not doing a train station here or anything like that. I don't want to do a train. I want this to be a thing that people just stumble upon. Oh, that's quite nice. So me and Fruits did this the other day. Oh, I can fell down there. That's good. I will remove some of these and make like maybe a little bit of a makeshift path sort of thing. It's not urgent though. You can squeeze through the bamboo, just about. The music as well. God, it's hard to walk through here. I'm just gonna have to start doing that, aren't I? Here we are. Bamboo Paradise. Does anyone remember this? I think I've showed it off once before. Like several months ago. But this was in a different world that wasn't... It was just like in a fucking plains biome or something like that. We found a little jungle. We found a little jungle here so we can go in. And I've put my Beware in here and a few others as an Annihilate and an Ambipom and stuff like that. Because there's no panda Pokemon in this yet. No Pancham in this. Also a Weeping Bell there. It's not mine though. But also in here, there's just a fella dressed up as a panda. And you can have a little chat with him. And I won't go into it. I'll you know, spoiler alert and all that. That's spoilers, but you know what I mean. But this is just in the middle. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's just here. Nothing around it. So I'm quite happy with that. It looks great as well with all the bamboo and stuff around it. Like Fruit's done a really good job with all the bamboo. Because all the bamboo wasn't here before. It was just like it was a sparse jungle. So there wasn't really a lot in it, but it's just a nice little, you know, it's just one of those little hidden places that you come across, and I want to do more places like that. I think it'll be nice. Orthographic camera. I've used an orthographic camera in this for God knows how long. I don't even know if it still fucking works. What else have I done? I don't know if I have done anything else. Let's wait. Did I schematic something, or did I just forget about it and then I've just left a schematic thing on top of that stadium? I left the schematic table on top somewhere. What's that? Oh right, that's pretty nice. Because like I said, I've grabbed some things from older servers. I don't know where it's gone. If you see a schematic table on here, Knights, you just get rid of it. It's fine. I will make a schematic. What we're gonna make, and now I found some things from online as well, which I'm tempted to put in, like this. This was good. Do you know, Fruits, we were talking about getting a Pokemon statue in that little junction by Azalea West and Frontier Cliffs. I was thinking we could chuck this in. I think it's the right sort of size. Excuse me, pick up in there. Oh, that's a shame. Never mind. Get that. We haven't got the blocks for most of it. Never mind. It was going to be a statue of Floette. It was going to be really good. Nerdmo, welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Nerdmo, we were just talking earlier about how several years ago we all just sat and watched Harry Potter to get it out of our systems. We were just talking about that. Do you remember that? The schematic sites that I use, I've found a few. I'll chuck them in the chat. So there's createmod.com. There's schematiccannon.com, but schematiccannon.com is not very good, I found. There's abfielder.com, and then there's also the other one that I found is really good. Now the problem with these, and it'd be interesting to see what people's thoughts are on this, is that some of these on minecraft-schematics.com are, you have to pay for them. They are schematics that people have made for like buildings and stuff. You have to buy them. You have to buy them on like someone's Patreon or something like that. Now what I found was quite interesting. Someone's remade Lavender Tower. Remember the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town from Leaf Green and Fire Red? Someone's made that in Minecraft. But not only are they charging for it, $3 or something like that, or is it $2 or $1? It's not a lot. It's like a few quid at most. But they've also got like their own sort of copyright sort of notice on it, as if like it's their own design, as if they've not just taken it from a Pokemon game. What would Nintendo think of that? Do you think Nintendo would take a quite a light view of that sort of thing, that someone's making Pokemon designs directly taken from Pokemon games, putting them in Minecraft, and then saying, like, first of all, you have to pay to have this, but also, like, you can't use this in certain videos without my permission and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I think Nintendo probably would break legs, wouldn't they? Now, I certainly wouldn't fucking tell Nintendo. But it's a bit of a fucking... They're usually pretty chill. They are, aren't they? It's a bit of a bold move there, I think. Because they've got several designs. They've got like a big like Team Rocket thing. And there's like 3D sort of sculptures of Pokemon and stuff where you have to pay like £3 to buy them, to buy these schematics. I don't know where that would sort of fall legally. Probably not in a good place for the people who make it. Nintendo not bringing out a Minecraft clone, I haven't got a clue. Quite possibly. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. Nintendo more like, yeah. Having said that, we all agree that Nintendo are pretty crap, but we still buy stuff off them. How many of us have got a Switch? Knights, you've got a Switch. Gundy's got a Switch. Funny that, isn't it? It's just one of those things. Just something to think about. I'm not making a judgment one way or another. It's like I said earlier, it's very easy to it's very easy to boycott things that you weren't planning on buying on in the first place. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not making a judgment either way. I do remember that, says Nermo fondly. It was quite nice, wasn't it? It was quite nice in a sort of weird way. I was saying it was a really good way to get it out of our system, wasn't it? Because we were talking about, but then we got into Hogwarts Legacy and stuff, and then I started going off on one a little bit, and then we got a raid, which thankfully stopped me in my tracks because I was going off king or whatever. Do you know when the second one comes out? Like I'm just gonna spoil it for people. I think. I think that is the right thing to do. Don't know if anyone disagrees with that. If someone says to me, "I've just bought Hogwarts Legacy 2," I'm literally gonna find out what the plot of it is, and I'm gonna just say it. I think that's fine. I think I didn't do that with the first one. I think the first one, it was almost like I was probably not that it was really my place to do that, but I was giving people a little bit of a pass with it. This was several years. This was like 2022 now. I was sort of like, I don't know. If I could go back and rethink that, I probably would. But you've got to fuck up, haven't you? You've got to fucking make mistakes to learn from them. So, just one of those things, isn't it? Prads, welcome in. Long time. Hope you well. I'm doing all right. Thank you, Prads. How are you? Prads, we were talking earlier about, and this isn't like a pressuring you to answer this or anything like that. But we were talking, and Nerdmo as well, and anyone else who's just come in. We were talking about, because like summer's just about coming to a close now. Things we've done over the summer that have made us happy and have sort of fulfilled us. So like, it doesn't have to be a big thing. Like fruits is like buying a house and things like that. But also little things like I was saying that like there's a little cat that I see now that I go out of my way to sort of see and have a little bit of a chat with him. And just little sort of, doesn't have to be a big sort of I've done this big thing. No fucking capitalist stuff though, please. No sort of, oh, this signal's not working. No sort of fucking I got a promotion or anything like that, because there is a reason for that, and I think it's because for a lot of us, for me especially, and this is something that I sort of was going through in therapy. Like a lot of my sort of opinions of myself and sort of talking about like self-worth and stuff like that, I didn't realize how much of it was tied to sort of, I suppose, like quite capitalistic sort of notions, like productivity, and that sort of thing. And that's why I don't want to sort of people to just go, "Oh, I got promoted" or whatever. I want it to be things like, "Oh, I've discovered a new band that I like," or something like that. I found a new band. It was an acid folk group called Trees, who were about in the late 60s, sort of contemporaries with like Fairport Convention and stuff. And the singer was someone, she's passed away unfortunately, called Celia Humphreys. Later Celia Drummond, and she later, after the band stopped, she later became a voice artist and is the voice in many, many, many train stations across the UK. And she was the vocalist of this band that are like a little folk group that are genuinely quite good. So little things like it doesn't have to be fucking I've bought a house. It can be a little sort of, you know, I've done this new thing that I quite like or whatever. I didn't catch on chat, I'm sorry about this. What time is it? 11:11. That's fine. Pokemon Pokopia, says Ultra. I've not heard about this at all. 2026. I'd have to have a look at it. It looks a bit Animal Crossing-y from initial sort of thoughts. Initial sort of look at it. I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how I feel about those sort of games anymore. I think they sort of that sort of market got a bit oversaturated. Animal Crossing and sort of you had like the Dinkum was good, but then you had like all the other ones that were coming out with Disney Dreamlight Valley and all that sort of thing, and it kind of just got to a point where I got sick of them, and I've still not got over that really. Don't know if anyone else is feeling the same. I'll be getting my Pokemon second hand from now on. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, Nerdmo as well with Nintendo, and I don't like Nintendo, but I'm debating whether to get a Switch or not, which I hate. I hate the fact that I'm debating it. Because I would like a Switch, because I would like to sort of play Pokemon Scarlet and all that sort of thing, but I might just hold out and hope that someone can quickly make and release an emulator before Nintendo shut them down. Which is asking a lot, but you never know. If the trains all stopped somewhere, let me just open up Firefox. Have they all stopped? Yeah, they have. yeah, they have. It's over here. It was interesting, and interesting that we've not had any urge to go back. But this is why I was saying it was good, Nerdmo, that we sort of had that big binge watch of Harry Potter a few years back, is that it was a great way to sort of go, we're done with it now. And we've never felt the urge to sort of go back and watch any of it or anything like that. I was saying, no, it's like when your kid smokes, so you force them to smoke like 20 cigarettes, and they just get sick of it. It was a bit like that, wasn't it? Let's watch the trains from up here while I have a chat. I reconnected with an estranged relative, which was nice. Oh, that's lovely, Nerdmo. That is genuinely lovely. I'm very happy for you, mate. Very happy for you. Leopard celebrated rescuing my dog 1 year ago in August. That's lovely, Leopard. I love that. I love that. I love that for you. That's fantastic. Thinking about this as well. Some of you might be sort of thinking about this and maybe sort of thinking, oh, I've not really had any sort of moments of like, I've done this thing. You might think you've had a bit of a crap summer, and you might well have done. Like, I'm not disputing that. But if you are sort of inclined to think that way, and by the way, you don't have to answer these in the chat. It's maybe just something to think about. Because I don't want this to sort of be like, oh, by the way, you should have all done something in the 3 months that have gone past. It doesn't really work like that, does it? Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you have a bit of a fucking rough time and all that sort of thing. Reframe it. Think about, don't think about what have I done in the summer. Reframe it and think it in the terms of sort of, maybe I haven't done so much in the summer. What would I like to do in the autumn? Or maybe for the rest of the year even? What are my goals? And again, not sort of job things like, oh, my goal is to get a promotion, or my goal is to get a wank off my boss, or whatever like that. More little things. I want to learn a new skill, or something like that. I don't know. I want to go out for walks more, or something like that. That's something that I've been doing a lot of recently in like over the summer. I've been going out for walks a lot more, and it's been really nice. I was always a bit skeptical with the sort of everyone should go out for a walk all the time sort of. Everyone just goes, have you tried having a walk about it? And it's like, no, because I can't even get to the point where I'm motivated enough to have a walk. I get that. Sometimes what you've got to do is you've just got to test it out. There's very many reasons to not do something. Sometimes you've just got to go. You might not have like I struggled with this because I was always like, I don't want to go out for a walk because I haven't got the motivation to do it. Like, I haven't got the sort of the perfect conditions to go out for a walk right now. But sometimes you've just got to go, right, I'm just going to go for a walk and see what happens. And then you come home from it and you go, actually, I do feel a little bit better now. And each time you do it, it gets a little bit easier. You don't have to go out for a walk, or you don't have to go out for like an hour, by the way. I'm not saying this. You should be sort of walking around, you know. This isn't like, I'm talking like 5 minutes. Just go to the end of the street and back. It's amazing how much a little tiny bit of fresh air can make a difference to your day. If you're feeling a bit sort of crap and a bit groggy or whatever. Even if it's raining, sometimes you might go, oh, I don't want to go out, it's raining. test it out. Go outside. Just go to the end of the street and back and just go, how do I feel compared to before? Do I feel a little bit more energized or refreshed or something like that? It's quite good. I'd never really thought about it like that. It was framed to me very differently by my therapist. She was just like, because I was always like, I never want to go out for a walk because it's just like, I'm at home right now and I'm just like, I look outside and I go, I don't really just want to go out. And she was just like, yeah, that's fair enough. Like, but you try it. Just get over it. Like, it's easy to go, just get over it, but it's that sort of, it's about testing things. It's about testing these things out. And if you've got an anxiety about something that you've maybe not done before, whatever, you just go, just test it out. Just see what happens. And I found that's helped me a lot. Don't know if anyone is listening. I was going to say, don't know if anyone agrees. Don't know if anyone's fucking listening, to be honest. I'm just wandering in Minecraft and fucking chatting to myself. You did a 20-kilometer walk, Preds. Did you really? That's amazing. 20 kilometers, fucking hell. What is that in normal units, Preds? Just out of interest. What's that in miles? Like something, I don't know. 12 miles? Something like that? Yapcraft, yeah. Wafflecraft has got to be like a mod for this. Surely. There's always CEX. Yeah, it's true. CEX. Does break up the day? It does, doesn't it? When I finish this stream, I'm going to go out for a walk. I have got a purpose for that walk today. I've got to pick up a prescription. But like when I've been streaming in the past couple of months, especially, like I've just been finishing my stream, then going out for a walk. And I struggle with that kind of going out for a walk without any sort of purpose. Like I've got to go somewhere. I'm one of those. I can't just wander around and then go, right, I'm going to come back. No, I've got to go somewhere. Until you realise that the purpose of it is going out for a walk. And it becomes a little bit easier. But it's not like a huge sort of, like you don't, for me at least, I never had a sort of eureka moment with this. It was very much a slow process. And then like several weeks down the line, I was like, oh, actually, this has made a difference. It wasn't like I went out for a walk and went, oh, I'm immediately better. I'm going to do this all the time sort of thing. The first few times I felt like I was just sort of forcing myself to do it and it didn't feel good. It's one of those things that just sort of, with time. And I think this was the thing, I'm doing CBT at the moment and I'm coming to the end of it. And when I had counselling a couple of years ago and I found that really helpful because when I was presenting my problems to her, she was sort of like reframing them in a specific way that was very helpful to me to understand. And I was having these sort of like eureka moments where I was going, oh God, yeah, that's genius, that. And I was coming out of each session going, I feel better now. Like I genuinely, I can feel myself like getting better. CBT's not been like that for me. CBT's been very much like, I got about 5 or 6 sessions, and I think I said it on stream actually. I got about 5 or 6 sessions in, and I was like, I don't know where this is going. I wasn't sure whether it was worth it. I didn't feel any better or anything like that. But once I got to about week 8 or 9, I could genuinely, like, thinking about how I was at the beginning of it, like there has been a difference. It's just been so slow that I've not really noticed. So just one of those things, isn't it? My advice to anyone who is maybe thinking about doing CBT or is doing CBT and is thinking of maybe like after a few weeks, maybe just going, this isn't for me, I'm not really getting anything out of it. Stick with it. Stick with it. Because I do think, I mean, it's not for everyone. Like you might get to the end of it and go, actually, it hasn't helped at all, and that's fucking fair enough, but you fucking tried, haven't you? And that's good. But for me, it was very much like I didn't have that sort of I get it now kind of thing. It was more gradual. It was more gradual. But yeah, don't know. One of those things, isn't it? Rainy walks are really great. I agree, Leopard. I agree. There's something about, I went out once a couple of months ago and it was absolutely chucking it down. and I had to walk through Leeds. I was going to therapy actually. I had to walk 20 minutes through Leeds City Centre to get there. Absolutely chucking it down, and I was wearing it. I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Fortunately, it was like 20 degrees. I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and I loved it. I was fucking wet through. I was completely wet through. I was fucking dripping, but there's something about it. There's something. I don't know if it's like a sensory thing, like feeling the rain on you or something. I don't know if I don't know what it is, but there's something about walking in the rain that is very satisfying. As long as you're not stuffy at the same time, and I think this is the problem. If I'm going for a walk and I'm wearing like a waterproof jacket or whatever, I get stuffy really quickly. So I just don't wear a jacket. I just go out in t-shirt and shorts or whatever, and then I'm fine and I feel great. Weird that, innit? One of those things. Again, I've said that a lot today. One of those things. Wish I had a dog to walk. I'm never going to walk without that motivation. This is the thing, isn't it, Kitty? This is like, I don't know if you're American, aren't you? So you probably don't have this, and I don't say that in a sort of jokey way, but genuinely, like, you probably don't have a shop at the end of your road that you can go to. You might do, I don't know. But like that's the thing for me, is I can go out for a walk, and I can go, if I want to do a short walk, I can just go to the shop at the end of the road. If I want to do a longer walk, I can go for a 45-minute walk to a shop. And then there's ones in between and stuff. It's more difficult in America to do that because everything's in a fucking car drive away. So it's tricky. I wish I had the answer for that, Kitty, in terms of the motivation to go for a walk with no end point. Like, at what point do you turn around? I don't know. Maybe you just got, I don't know if you have like a block there, Kitty, but maybe you just walk around the block and then back. Or something like that. I mean, a dog is good for that sort of thing. I agree. A dog, because then you've got an obligation to do it. And I'm like that, where it's like, if I've got an obligation to do something, I'll do it. But like doing things of my own accord, I find I'm a bit hesitant to do them. Maybe it is just a case of just walking around the block and just seeing how that is. And if you want to go out a bit further, you just go, okay, you just do the second one as well or something like that. I don't know. I could walk, but it's not like your roads. I'm going to get honked at by creeps. I've thought about it, but cars just easier. Yeah, this is the other thing, isn't it? Like, I am speaking as a man. And it's like, that's not something that I've ever... I mean, I've had people honk at me and like fucking go like that and all that sort of thing. I had someone fucking hate crime me once. But like, it's not the same, is it? It's not the same as like every time I'm going out, I'm sort of wondering about this sort of thing. Like, it's not something that I really think about that much. Speaking as a man on the internet, a bit risky. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, folks. I'll shut up. No, you make a good point though, Kitty. This is the thing. Only thing I can suggest is maybe if you've got like a male friend who you can go for a walk with or something like that. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I genuinely don't know. And it maybe involve you going on a drive to go to them and then going for a walk somewhere. I don't know. I don't know, Kitty. I wish I did know though. I wish I did know. What am I looking at? We've not put a schematic down, have we? Let's do that. Let's put a schematic down. Like a pen, yeah, like a pen pal. That's what I meant. I need an empty schematic. I'll get 2 just in case. 12.5 miles. God, that's a long walk, that, Preds. That's lovely, though. That's lovely. Just thinking about what I've... Windmill, Gundy's house. Gundy's going to put those things down, I assume, so I won't do those. The maze. Oh, we could put the maze somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know where to put the maze. We made a maze. Oh, in Knight's house as well. I didn't do that. I'll show you where we put that. Knight's made a little lighthouse. Let's see if we can put the maze down somewhere. I'll show you Knight's lighthouse as well. We put down. Where did I go up to here? I'm so sorry. Struggle for the walk to walk for the sake of it. I need a purpose, and it's usually going to the shop. I mean, I do that as well, nerd mode. But you know what? That's fine. You go to the shop, and it's like you get to the end of it, and you buy yourself a little treat. That's fine, I think. If you've got the money to do that, you know. I always go to the shop down the road and just get like something in the reduced bit as like a little bit of a treat, and I'll do that today. Because sometimes you go in and there'll be like a pizza for like £1, and you go, fucking hell, I'll have that then. That's tea sorted. I had lovely tea last night. I had tomato soup with tiger bread. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You heard of this Limmy Yamal fellow who's recently 17 years old? I have heard of him. He was 17. Is that true? 17 years, taking a while, this, isn't it? I was thinking about this morning, Leopard. I fucking hate Ballon d'Or stuff. I hate any discussion about, like, who's the best player. I just find it fucking boring. Because half the time it doesn't even make any fucking sense. It's like, well, Dembele, wouldn't it, didn't he? Because I don't know how many, let's say Dembele had 30 goals last season. I don't know how many he actually had. Let's say he had 30 goals last season. But if people don't pass to him, he's not getting 30 goals, and therefore he's not seen as good for something that is totally out of his control. It's ridiculous to assign an award to a best player in a team sport. It's playground. It's just stupid, isn't it? It's nonsensical. It's nonsensical. I don't know where to put this maze. I need a nice flat area, possibly in a meadow somewhere. I don't know if this is going to be flat enough here. It's quite nice, this, actually. Where's this? Okay. Not really fair, because Richarlison would have won it. But you're right, nobody passed through. Exactly. Richarlison could well have won it, but nobody passed through. I quite like Richarlison, Leopard. Is that a weird thing for me to say? Is that a bit of an odd one? Quite like him. Apparently, like, even though on the pitch he's a bit of a sort of shithouse and all that sort of thing. Like, apparently, like, off the pitch he's quite sort of like, he's a good lad. Whereas, like, fucking half the other Brazilians are all fucking Bolsonaro supporters. He's not. And he's funny off the pitch, which counts for a lot. Here's something I saw this morning, Leopard, that you might find it quite funny. Do you know Hugo Ekitike, the new Liverpool forward? He's got a shit posting account on Instagram. He's got a public shit posting account. Yeah. I need to find. I can't remember what it's called now. Let me see if I can find it. It's not like fucking fantastic, but like it's. Sorry, this is the train map. This is the map that I look at when I go, oh, there's a backup somewhere. By the way, if anyone's interested, Hugo Ekitike Instagram. It's not Hekatike. It's a different one. It's like a second Instagram. Is it posted this on his Insta burner? It's like hit. Oh, fuck's sake. I really want to find it now. He's the Steve-O of football. The Steve-O. Oh, I can't fucking find it. Give me 1 second, folks. I'll find it. Is it... Oh, jeez. Here we go. He share key, right? Okay. Instagram. It might not let me view the pictures because I'm not signed in. But it's just like a second Instagram account. You fucking prick. But he's posted something on his story this morning. This is why I found it. He's posted on his story where it's like a baby. And he's like showing the baby something. And it's like on his phone. To say like, gotta start him off young. And he's just photoshopped it to put a picture of Isak in there. And it's stuff like that. Go through it. That's his Instagram account name. It's not like sort of fucking amazing shit posting sort of stuff, but it's you don't really get that from footballers now, do you? They're sort of just, you know, they're a bit fucking sterile, aren't they? I want to find a meadow, really. That's a blooming plateau. They're all human too. You wouldn't fucking think so, would you? You wouldn't fucking think so. You found one. What have you found? Fruits. You found a good flat meadow. Are you eating fruits? Oh, sorry. I didn't even fucking see you in my own little world. Let's have a look. Fruit is an orchid swamp, my friend. Unless you mean the meadow to the side of it. This is an orchid swamp. I don't want to be building an orchid swamp because it goes... It does have flowers, you're right. Is this not the one that has loads of mud and stuff in? I'm tempted not to do an orchid swamp, though. I don't like the fucking swamp biomes, is the thing. What's over there? Is that a village? Except for Bruno Fernandes. Is anyone buying FC26? I saw a bug of FC26 in a penalty shootout. And the striker or whatever comes up to take the penalty and he scores. And then the keeper runs off in celebration like he scored a last minute winner. Which is, as far as bugs go, that is quite funny. That is quite funny, isn't it? Mike and Ant scores Panenka, yeah. Panenka, I hardly know her. We could put it here, possibly. Fruits. There's an outpost over there. Pompet Ant. I might buy FC26. I quite like the look of it. There's a meadow over here as well. I want one that's in a really fucking picturesque area. A nice... I might do... I don't know. I want like a nice picturesque area where we can sort of go... This isn't too bad, I suppose. It's just it's a bit fucking boring looking that way, isn't it? Maybe I'll put a bed down so I can... For fuck's sake. Haven't done anything today, have we? We're running out of those, I know. There'll be one, though. There'll be one somewhere. Like, this isn't too bad. This isn't bad. We've got the forest there as well. For reference, the maze is... that big. Which is fine. Obviously wouldn't be that high up. You put it down like that. Probably that way. Then probably raise it up again because that's fucked it up. There'd be a bit of terraforming involved. It does work here. It does work here. It's this bit here. It's the fact the maze is higher up. We'd have to sort of terraform on it, which is not a problem, but it's just a bit of a funny one. It's a funny one to deal with. So maybe it doesn't need to be completely flat. Maybe it needs to be a little bit hilly. Just like a slow... like a slow hill up. That's not bad. Jesus. That's a little bit better. Might also actually work in the sense that you could probably just chuck a train station in here, which should be quite nice. God knows what you'd call it. Sorry, the controls for this are a bit of a mess because I swapped my sprint and my crouch control, so this is a little bit weird. Maze. Yeah. Something like that. Maybe it has to come out to here or something like that. Because that is really flat, isn't it? It could actually work here, you know. Oh, no, it can't because of that. I mean, we just terraform that a bit out. You just terraform that bit out, don't you? Maybe what I should have done is schematic the maze separately to the manor. Or something like that. Timeless Critical, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much, welcome in. I've only just seen that, sorry if that was like several minutes ago. This is from the old server from January as well that I didn't really stream. I don't think I streamed it all actually. But Bark built all this. It's like a little, this is a fountain, a Pokemon fountain, but also a maze, like a functional maze. I think I designed one side of it. I think I designed that side of it. But they've put like command blocks under it that like give you weird effects and stuff. Like they teleport you to places and they give you nausea and stuff like that, which I think is quite interesting. So I might do that. I could mirror this as well, actually. I don't know how much of it, I don't know if that's actually going to affect anything. I don't know if that's going to make life worse or not. Does it? Surely not. No, I was going to say, does it mirror the text on the things? No, excuse me, yawning. Folks, I've got to wrap up soon. Actually, didn't realize what time it was. Did not realise at all. Spend £40 online today and get 400 points. Simple as that. I'm not spending 40 quid at Super Drug today. Who falls for that? Who's going, do you know what? I am going to, you know, I wasn't thinking of it, but do you know what? Today I might actually just spend 40 quid at Super Drug. Who's doing that? I don't understand. I'm thinking about this spot for it, actually. I will have to terraform. I mean, I could move it over a little bit, I suppose. Just do something like that instead. It'd be a little bit of terraforming, but not a lot, though. Not a lot in the slightest. It's just this chunk here, basically. The thing is, I have to do that before I put the thing down, though. So that's the problem, isn't it? I don't want to put it down now because it's too much of a commitment. I'm scared of that. I might terraform this all first, but I can't. I've got the time to do that on stream, unfortunately, folks. I have got to wrap up post haste. Skate into the Disney Magic. Disney on Ice presents Into the Magic pre-sale is live. Oh, fuck off. What has suggested to my phone that I would be interested in that? I don't understand. Weird, isn't it? Let's wrap it up, shall we? Shall we? Okay, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very, very much for watching. Mystic Panda, thank you for the raid and the follow. Dead Gamer 6688, thanks for the follow. And Timeless Critical, thank you very much for the follow. And Adam, thank you very much for the 18-month resub. Thank you very much. And TN, happy birthday to you, my friend. I believe Tall Nerd TV will be doing a stream tomorrow. A birthday stream. Please give him a follow. He's a lovely lad. Don't know why I said that. I will be back. Probably not until... if he's a very, very, very lucky, you might get an hour and a half stream on Friday morning of Train Sim World 6, which goes into early access this Thursday. But I am busy on Friday, so it would very much be a case of if I've got the time to do that. I genuinely don't know. It would have to be an hour and a half tops, which is probably doable. There might just not be a VOD. Oh, there might just not be a VOD until the day after. Because it might just be a case where I'm like, wrap up stream and then I leave the house, sort of thing. We'll have to see. Just out of curiosity, by the way, speaking of this Minecraft server and also trains, anyone watch the video that I put out on YouTube the other day? Has anyone got any thoughts about that? It's quite niche, I think, for those who haven't seen it. Fucking like, comment, subscribe, by the way, exclamation point YouTube. There you go. Look, don't fall for the VODs of recruits propaganda. Subscribe on YouTube to watch them all along with extra videos. And this video will be going on YouTube very shortly, this VOD. I've thought about this night. So it depends how many I do. If I only do 2, there's no point. I've only got 2 planned so far. Once it gets to like having like 5 or 6, you're probably right. At the moment, it's just in my little. I think I've got a playlist called like Tidbits and Extras, which is just literally everything else that doesn't fit into something else. But it was a little, for those who haven't seen it, it's a little sort of cab ride in Minecraft. So I sort of went into one of the trains and just left it running and just recorded it. Because people like cab rides in real life. But I think people like them in real life because they're real life places. So I don't know if that sort of passes over to Minecraft, which isn't real. I don't know. It was just a test. It was an untapped market, I think. So we'll see. We'll see how they do. I've got another one coming. It's got a slightly better POV as well, because that one was a bit of a funny one. The next one's got a little bit of a better point of view. Right, folks, let's go on a raid, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to raid Joe, folks. Let's go raid Joe. It is TN's birthday. We need a raid message for TN. Oh, we also need to do. I need to sort out the prediction. Prediction. Will there be a Nutcracker today? Yes. Adam Flair voted with 10 points. Choose outcome. There's a no. I don't know who's won. TN's won 15,010 channel points, but TN voted with 15,000 channel points. So happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday. Let's go raid Joe, folks. Please go give Joe a follow if you're not already. Joe is a lovely egg. If that's a phrase that people use. I will be back on probably Friday. If you're really lucky, you might get a stream on Thursday. I might do some Minecraft on Thursday. You'd have to be so lucky though. It'd be like, if you were that lucky, it'd be like do some lottery tickets, sort of lucky. Truffleheart, welcome in. We are leaving now. Truffleheart, it's good to see you though. We are leaving now. I'm out. I'm done. Hope you're doing good though. How did your washing go? Please update me on WhatsApp if you can. Bye. Thank you very much for being here, folks. Don't have got anything else to say. Don't know. J.K. Rowling can fuck off. There we go. I mean, we've said that about several times already, but that's fine. Please don't buy Hogwarts Legacy 2, otherwise I will be spoiling it for you. Yeah. I'll tell you about it. Thanks, Truffleheart, please. Thank you, please. Thank you, please. Let's go raid Joe, folks. I'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Right? Bye. Bye.